Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. So happy you're here. I want to thank you so much for all of your support. Every time you guys hit that thumbs up or leave me a comment, it really makes my day. So thank you. So your overall energy for this week, we're going to take a look at Mercury in retrograde, and then we're going to look at September 27th through, holy cow, it's already October 3rd. Wow. This is amazing. What a great week for this too. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this, and then we'll get into Mercury retrograde. But look at this. You have magenta. Magenta is a color that attracts success in all the forms. It says connect to your deepest inner knowing. The reason that magenta will attract success is because when you connect to your deeper inner knowing and you're having those conversations with your higher self, you're focused on what you're intending to draw and attract into your life, and what you're thinking about, and that's what you manifest. And then we have indigo, which is just even more of this intuitive hit through the third eye chakra there. It says improve your vision. So spend some time this week, and you're going to have a great opportunity for it, especially coming up on the weekend when energy's kind of low. But even during the middle of the week. So take some time before you go to bed in the evenings to unwind, take a couple deep cleansing breaths, and just focus on what does it feel like. Start there. If you're more advanced, then definitely this is a week for meditation, right? You guys are, when you decide to do it, you are so good at it. So you can do this. All right, so I don't know why I'm feeling so much resistance from you guys on this. That's funny. Okay. All right, Mercury in retrograde. Mercury goes into retrograde at 1:10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. Please adjust for your time zone because that's too much for me to do. So Mercury in retrograde is super interesting this time. It is retrograding at 25 degrees of Libra. And Libra is also ruled by Venus, as you are. And it's going to retrograde all the way back to 10 degrees of Libra. 10 degrees of Libra is where it was on September 6th when we had that new moon in Virgo. And Virgo for you, if you are a Taurus rising, is your house of creativity, of joy, of romance and fun. And so there's this energy of what were you doing over Labor Day weekend if you're in the United States, or I think Canada also celebrates it. But think back to that weekend and what were you thinking about? What were you focusing on? Because you're going to have a chance to, the ideas that you started implementing, to have a chance to, in the communication realm. So it's like written stuff. It's either the data or the communication to other people verbally or written. Maybe you started a website, stuff like that. That needs to be revised, edited, looked at again, that kind of thing. So when Mercury is in retrograde in an air sign, it's about communication. This one is about a communication with relationship and balance, but just in general, take a look at that. And at the same time, we have Mars currently at 10 degrees of Libra. And so Mars is moving forward, and it's trying to get some of this work done. And Mercury's moving back, editing and going over and revising. And so that is some interesting energy. And at the same time, Venus, that rules your sign, this week she's still in Scorpio. And so she is in Mars's other sign, and Mars is in her sign. And so they're having a conversation about what is of value and what kind of actions to take toward getting done what it is that is so important to you. And so this is some really nice energy to work with over the course of the next 3 to 5 weeks, because Mercury will go direct on October 17th, but it doesn't actually get out of shadow. That means it doesn't get back to 25 degrees of Libra until the 3rd of November, when it's in Scorpio season. Wow, Spirit's knocking stuff over here. Okay, so the 3rd of November, Scorpio season, and that is just a couple weeks before we get that full moon eclipse in Taurus. So really really getting connected with what's of value to you and what's important. And Scorpio is your house of partnership if you are Scorpio rising. Taurus rising. So you're really being encouraged to spend time this next few weeks getting to know who you are on a very spiritual level. We have the Enchanted Fern Grotto Refuge. This is, again, going within, taking some time and connecting to your higher self and to spirit. So use this time to communicate with yourself about what it is really important to you and what it is you're trying to create and what it is you're trying to manifest. So North Node is moving into your sign. This is happening. It's go time pretty soon, but I think there's a need to get very clear on what it is that you want to manifest and what you want to create, and this is a good week to do it. The moon is going to move into Cancer. That is your house of communication on Tuesday at 9:34 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, U.S., and it's got a lot of communication, a lot of energy around how you feel about relationships and what are good, healthy boundaries. And I feel like some of these are going to be challenged. So as you're trying to connect with your higher self, you might be getting people trying to get your time and attention. So find the healthy boundary for yourself. But there is going to be a need to make a heart chakra-led decision. And that means what feels right. What is it that you truly desire and what is it that you really want? And so paying attention to your dreams, your desires, your goals, really going to be important. We have a grand water trine, which means there's going to be a lot of emotional energy, this intuitive energy going on Thursday, when the moon in Cancer is in a nice flow of energy with the Venus that rules your sign up. We're in Scorpio. And so they're talking about how you feel about what you value, and then over to Neptune in Pisces, where it's like, this is what I feel about what I value, and this is my big dream, my big goal, and how can we make this happen? And so this conversation is happening in the universe, and it's an opportunity for you to really tap into that. Whoa. This is a really great week for those of you who are coupled, or those of you who are dating, to connect on a deeper level with your partner. We have the beautiful uncaging. This is where you open up your heart space and you share. And like I said, this is heart-led decisions. And this is an opportunity to communicate good relationship boundaries about what works for you and what doesn't, but in a loving way. So this is beautiful. We have the rose kiss. We got the ladybug on there too. But I mean, the rose is romance. It is attracting success. I'm actually going to look this one up. Here we have the tender embrace. That is number 22, which looks to me like two of cups hanging out there. This is communicating on a very intimate level, very intimate things with somebody. What's important to you, how you feel about them. This is supporting and loving each other. God, this is nice. All right, so the rose kiss. Your five senses are aching to be engaged right now. Taurus, you're a sensual sign. I think almost every Taurus I know loves roses. There's something about them. It's the scent. It's the way the colors open, the way they open up slowly. I think it's because they bloom during Taurus season. In the United States. I also think that they like the fact that there's thorns. They feel protected, but it's this it's this full-blown glory in the garden thing where it just feels it hits all the senses, and it has this, I don't know, majesty about it. Okay, so this is an invitation to get out of your head and into your body. You may be spiritual and an intelligent being, but right now the emphasis should be on having a sensory experience. So tender embrace, sensory experience, the beautiful engaging. Looks like a really nice time this week for y'all. Okay, then on Thursday, the moon is in Leo at 8:53 p.m. The moon in Leo usually is a get or done energy, but this time, with what it's coming up against astrologically, it's actually a very difficult energy. It's like you have ideas that you want to present, or you're presenting ideas, but there's this resistance. There is this resistance to what you're trying to put out there, or maybe you're the one who's being resistant to other people's ideas because Taurus is generally in charge. And so this is a day where when people present an idea, we're looking for a solution to come with it. I know that my rule of thumb always when I work for anybody is I'm not going to come to you with a problem unless I'm also offering solutions. So I think you kind of expect that also. I think you expect it of yourself. I think you expect it of others. And if that's not coming with it, I see this hard no happening. So you are being reminded that you are going to catch more flies with honey. We have the honeybee. Let's get busy in its sweetness of life. It is a good week to be a Taurus. I'm just saying. Okay, and then we have Raven. News. So I think you're going to learn something and there's going to be resistance to the information. And I really just want to encourage you to sit with it. Don't respond immediately and have a chance to mull it over the weekend. Saturday is a real low energy day, so don't overschedule. But again, that could be a good time to honeybee. Sunday, I feel like there's a brain fog clearing. Jupiter is going to trine, that's that nice flow of energy with Mercury. And so I think that working on the problem, analyzing, figuring out the next details, because the moon's going to move into Virgo by the afternoon, 4:38 p.m. I think it's a time to really get into the details of something and figure out some next steps and do some of that problem solving that Friday just nobody was interested in doing. So there's news and information coming in over the weekend. I think it'll be helpful, but it could be coming just from you having time to be able to sit down and do a little analysis and to kind of look at some stuff. And so, wow, looks like an interesting week. Lots of a need to really be in tune with your higher self and what it is that you know at your heart of hearts. It is a great week to connect in a very sweet way with your partner most of the week long. And there's news and information coming in. So if you'd like more guidance, I do a daily card pull over on Facebook at Moonlit Waters. Your month of October reading came out last week, so check that out. And I look forward to connecting with you every week while we do the weekly. So love to hear from you. You guys take care. Have some fun. Give and take in balance. All right? Talk to you soon.